Now, people, this is the Down to Earth Network. Black Thoughts. Please subscribe. Um, there's a lot of conspiracies going on out there. Social media, AI, government cover-ups, secret societies. Now, some of these topics are really sensitive, right? To a lot of people, important people. So, you got to ask yourself, why is all this stuff on the internet for us to view and listen to if it's such a conspiracy? Now, the reason they have done this is so they could have reverse psychology as a weapon. So, whenever you talk about something that is supposed to be secret or what they call quote unquote a conspiracy, you'll look kind of crazy, right? You'll look crazy. But because this stuff is so amplified now and it's everywhere, um, people are believing it more. They're starting to believe, I guess, what people want to say, the hype more. People are taking it a little bit more seriously, and stuff like the Epstein files, UFOs, aliens, secret societies, the ice wall, the moon walking or going to the moon, that's all over the net more than ever right now for your entertainment, maybe, but it's exposing a lot of things, opening up the Pandora's box. There's other people who are controversial conspiracy theorists, maybe not around anymore. Project Bluebeam is a big thing. That's what it seems like. Seems like that's going on right now with the AI. I think that guy was on point. The man who made that book, because right now you got stuff online showing like UFOs in the skies more than ever. Recently there's this big black cloud somewhere. I don't know if it's America or where in the world, but it's going viral with this big black cloud and lights, so people think it's UFOs and stuff, or aliens. We were warned by Project Bluebeam that you would see things in the skies, um, religious figures too, all types of stuff, sightings. Um, it's the time, right? It seems like the time. Donald Trump, Donald Trump wants world domination, economic confusion is going on, economic war is going on. Uh, People are trying to create things like, saying men could have babies, and um, cures are being, like, China is claiming they got cures for cancers, but no one's talking about it. That's not going viral. um, they're making robots in Japan and China. Elon Musk wants to go to the moon, wants to go to Mars, set up a space station. The list goes on, it keeps going on. But when you talk about these things, they'll write you off as crazy and nuts. And the stuff what is actually crazy and nuts, right? People are into a lot, and it's become normalized, right? You see on television, and you know what? I know people who watch these things. People are watching these reality shows, especially in the black culture, of black women fighting with each other, like the Baddies show, right? You'll see that. Um, right now, they're going through something with Lamal. I think it's Lamal Plummer. I thought it was Lamar. A Lamal Plummer. Jocelyn from the Cabaret, she has her own show. She broke off, started her own app. I'm hearing controversy that she's getting threats from Lamar, the guy who runs Zeus. Let me just say that, Mr. Plummer, who runs Zeus, is basically like a gangster. She's making him seem like Puffy, like a Puff Daddy, all over again. This guy sends people to threaten other people, calls people, threatening people. That's the Zeus network, right? So that's the celebrity news, if you want to talk about that. So that's what's going on. Baddies, a very popular show on the Zeus network with a couple. It's very popular, but the main thing is a lot of trash. I'd say black trash. Sorry, on that, and all they do is fight. You might as well have a boxing a boxing ring and do it like what's her name, Krishan just done. She's the champion of this league, this fighting league. So that's what they need to do. All the baddies, whoever thinks they're the baddest, at the end of the show, go fight Krishan, since she's the champion. Fight her in that league, put more of them in that league. Because it seems they want to fight all the time more than actually seeing a show of adventures wherever they're going, but it's mostly fighting, right? So it's like the new Jerry Springer, just with baddies, the new Jerry Springer. So that's what's going on. Jocelyn's been threatened by the owner of Zeus Network. She clapped back, basically exposing that guy. If anything happens to her, you know where it came from. But anyways, like I said, I was talking about the 6. Congratulations to Casper TNG with the market, a local artist from Toronto. I think he's up next, like how Drake was coming up. Well, in his own ways, he's controversial, but he's been signed to Universal Canada, and now he got a remix with I think it's Boogie with the hoodie. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? These guys with their names, but it looks like it's going good for Casper TNG. He's making moves. It looks like he's been traveling. He's not just in Toronto, and he's putting in work. I've been watching him since, he's been on my radar with his music a couple years ago, and he's doing good, even though it's controversy with his brother and Top 5. But congratulations with him. That track, the remix, is really gonna even put him on even more with a big spotlight. But what else is going on? There's a lot of things going on in the world, people. Like I said, attempted assassination with Donald Trump is bringing a lot of attention. I think it's fake. The war is still going on. The war is still going on with Iran, and all of this could be just a distraction, just to make people look on the assassination story, make people have some sympathy for Trump. Like, damn, he's getting 4 times attempt assassination. Midterms is coming up for him, so that could change a lot of stuff in the power for the Republicans. They're separated themselves, the Republicans. They don't even like themselves. But besides that, it's springtime, right? It's springtime coming up. Well, it is springtime. What I'm saying, I'm outside, I'm talking to you people. This is Black Thought Sessions for the Down to Earth Network. What next big story will come? What's important to us all? I know that gas prices have gone up, right, in the world. Food prices have gone up in the world. A lot of things, man. A lot of things. But I'm hearing the AI is powered by water. That's funny. The AI is powered by water. So that is another thing I gotta look into. Powered by water. That's strong. That's something. That's really something, people. Powered by water. People, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. It's the Down to Earth Network. So if AI is powered by water, that means the water is that shows you how powerful water is and how important water is, how powerful and how important it is. But I gotta look into that more, right? I gotta look into that more. But there's a lot of things what's been going over people's heads, things what's going on in the media, shocking people. A lot of things is shocking people, what's going on in the media. I'm from the 6, so I got to shout out the Raptors, Toronto Raptors. I'm hearing that they tied up the series. Hopefully that's true. I'm going to go home soon to see if that's true, if they tied it up with the Cavaliers. That's going to bring excitement to the 6. Definitely Drake is going to be, the biggest cheerleader for the Raptors, right? So the biggest cheerleader for the Raptors is Drake. He's the ambassador. So hopefully they could pull this off. They might lose like the Blue Jays. They gave high hopes to everybody in the city, and then they lost, the last game, right? The tied series was tied and they lost. So you know what? You don't put too much energy into the sports. But you know, I'll check it out. But people, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. It's the Down to Earth Network with your host Sean Myrie. Now, I've been doing a lot of coverage of Donald Trump and the war report. I'm seeing that a lot of people, they like that algorithm, but some people are tired of that, and I'm sure I don't blame you, because this guy, he keeps lying, he keeps saying the same shit over and over and over again, so you cannot take him seriously. But what's going viral is this assassination, right? So I want to know who this character is. Are we going to know now? Because this guy's a black guy now. So are we going to know everything about him all of a sudden? Let's see, because the other individuals, didn't hear anything about them, nothing about those guys. But this guy, I wouldn't be surprised we're going to know everything about him, his parents, his lifestyle, his job, and everything. But the other guys who done this, it's quiet, man. You don't hear anything about it. So we shall see what happens about with that situation, right? Like I said, it's May's coming up, summertime blockbusters, movies. I'm hearing, yeah, Spider-Man is supposed to be coming out in June, I think, is it 31st? I don't know, I'm not really sure, but Spider-Man should be big. Should be a big thing, right? Should be a big thing. Yeah, man, I'm outside, you know, living life. It's down to earth outside, taking in the air, you know, taking in the nature and stuff. This is how it gotta be, because this is life. Being outside, people, this is life, not